1,600 young people care about Singapore, want to implement change. I think that would be damn interesting.
That means you will go in with no preconceived notions about the people who are there.
I'll definitely have preconceived notions. So it's too good.
Can you just lay on the table what you think those preconceived notions are?
I mean,
I was quite surprised Alvin Tan quite negative about artificial intelligence. Everything we've heard from government is just shoving out throws AI is the future, everything. Alvin Tan was basically saying AI cannot bring together like how the volunteers of Young PAP have brought everyone together today.
Lawrence Wong's speech about, how the PAP needs diverse voices. But when I look at the marketing of this event, people like Bernadette Giam, Dr. Harun, Charlene Chen, it just felt like, wow, they're just going to attract a very certain type of individual.
What do you think? Do you think football wins in this case? It just opens up a can of worms for everyone else in the tournament, especially in such a late stage as well.
Apparently, Trump called Infantino 3 times. So it feels like, you got how many wars to settle? It got overturned so fast. It feels like, come on, what the hell, man? It's bullshit.
𝗙ṛish and I just saw something shocking. Now, apparently, over 60% of viewers of this channel are not even officially subscribed. This has to be a mistake, right? We know you're out there because so many have come up to tell us how much the podcast means to them. So, how can we fix this? Do us a big favor and hit that subscribe button. It will mean a lot to us, and it's awesome to know that the 𝗙𝗲 community is only getting stronger every day. Thanks for listening.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of 𝗙𝗲, your thrice weekly podcast where we talk about the hottest news with a touch of what, Terence?
Good old humor.
Good old humor, man.
Yeah.
Last few days, it's also with a touch of what else, Terence?
It's not a touch, it's like just
it's a lack of...
lack of sleep, right? But dominated by football.
Yeah.
Even this recording is like slightly delayed because of the drama that was going on in the England-Mexico match. Right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. If you're living under a rock and you might know the World Cup is on, but might not care about which matches are being played. But this morning was England-Mexico, and it was an insanely exciting game.
Yeah.
Woo.
I understand you've come to some sort of introspective realization that you are caring a lot more about this World Cup than you have cared about other World Cups in your life.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think so?
So, the last World Cup in 2023 was literally...
22.
Yeah. The month that I got married.
Oh, yeah.
So that one, looking back, I was like, I did catch the final.
Yeah.
So that was great. But I think as I get older, it's just another reason for you to experience something with other people. Even if it's just chatting, I remember Saturday 𝗙𝗶𝗀𝗋 scored, I messaged you, It's just that sort of feeling is damn hard to get now.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah. And I think 2022 was the cobwebs of COVID as well, right? Yeah. Everyone's coming out of that. I remember I was traveling during the final and all, and a lot of restrictions even where I was, and I still watched the match and all, but we were all still just getting used to life out there again and gathering in big groups again. This one feels like genuinely everyone is just into the football, right?
Yeah. So you feel it different also compared to even 2018?
Yeah. They're very, very different.
Yeah, I don't understand because 2018, I've always been a fan of football, but 2018, I was struggling to think who was the World Cup winner also to remember. Yeah, and it was France.
Yeah.
But I had to Google it.
Correct. And I think also there's something about the longevity of this generation of stars, right? Messi, Ronaldo. We're seeing sports science and medical science catch up with allowing athletes to perform at a much higher level for longer, right?
Yeah.
And so we're actually seeing them in what we thought was the twilight of their careers. Actually, that some of them performing at their prime now, right?
Yeah.
Like Messi, right? So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And there was a clip, I think, from 2018 where a commentator was reflecting on Messi, a shot of Messi when they got knocked out, saying, it's said that by the time of the next World Cup, he'll be 35 and this is likely his last World Cup.
Yeah.
And what the hell happened, man? 35, he played, he won. Yeah. Now he's top scorer. Ronaldo is having an okay World Cup, okay? It's okay World Cup.
Yeah.
They're both still in the competition. Earlier this morning, Brazil got knocked out.
Neymar is gone from the competition.
By Norway, which I think population size similar to Singapore.
Slightly less than Singapore. 5.6 million.
But they have a beast of a player in Erling Haaland who can just do nothing the whole game. Two magical touches, boom.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I was trying to explain to my kid that Norway has less people than Singapore.
Yeah.
And just trying to inspire him that, there's a chance maybe that one day Singapore could be in the World Cup, just like Norway.
Exactly. I've been telling my daughter that also. And I mean, she probably doesn't understand me, but I'm trying to turn 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗀 into a verb in my home.
Yeah.
I'm like, anytime you feel like you can't do something, people are writing you off, let's just 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗀𝗀.
Okay. But I mean, women's World Cup is very, very different. Very different space, right?
Yeah.
I think the countries that are very powerful on the women's side, like US and China, very, very different makeup from what the powerful countries in the men's football, right?
Yeah.
So your daughter could have a chance one day of also being in the World Cup, right?
I know, and I mean, we are kicking the ball around. I think she can dribble pretty decently and all. So it's just fun, It's fun,
Maybe the tiger dad,
Yeah. I think I'll be the crazy dad on the sidelines, if she does end up playing,
oppressive.
The annoying,
screaming at the opponents.
And all. But I mean, that's the beauty about this World Cup. I mean, the 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗀 game against Argentina, my wife watched with me as well, and it was just fun because you have this nation of like 500,000 people across 10 islands taking on the current world champions and going toe to toe with them and scoring amazing goals right up till 2 minutes before extra time, because they took it to extra time. I think they had a very close shot or chance in the 118th minute. It's amazing.
Yeah. And I think for even non-fans of football like my wife and all that as well, just watching countries like Norway, you don't normally hear Norway's name, going very far in the tournament and then, realizing, hey, their population is similar size to ours, but, there's so much more space. Then it starts a conversation and then we pull up AI, tell me more about Norway and the economy and what drives the people. So that's one way the AI has also made this a bit more enjoyable. Someone to bounce off and ask, like, hey, how come Norway has such a strong sporting culture, even though it's so small? And then makes you realize, hey, what is it in Singapore that we lack, that hasn't brought us to that stage?
Yeah, and then you look at void decks, you're like, hey, the BTO void decks now got no open spaces, unlike last time. Like, honestly, now you walk around, you don't see people playing in the void deck, like playing football. And I know we've spoken about that before. But yeah, there's something about this World Cup that is just magical. Yeah. And I mean, it's a great time because it's leading up to our own participation in the Asia Football Championships in January.
Yeah. Once Gavin Lee is done with all his Shopee commitments and everything, and he can focus fully on what Singapore is going to do. I mean, shout out to him. I think he also became a dad recently. I'm sure he's very busy with that.
Correct.
But yeah, once we come around closer to the end of the year, and there's rumblings that there's stuff going to be happening in Singapore as well, right? Football-wise. It's all very exciting.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just a spectacle to watch. If like today, a close friend sent a picture of the crowd at 𝗷𝗫 watching the England-Mexico game. And it's just nice. You see people coming together and I mean, it's a fun time. So even if you're not a fan of football, there are still going to be free games being shown on Channel 5. Just partake. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. And I mean, there's probably a lot of fans who are disappointed that their favorite teams like Germany, Brazil, and Netherlands are out. But I would say keep an open mind, right? It's now the world is so big and interconnected. Maybe it's time to support a new team, like Norway
or Portugal,
Morocco, or
Portugal. Or Portugal.
You can't let go of your colonial past, Harish.
No, I cannot.
You still need a colonial power to be.
I need Cristiano Ronaldo to come on, man, come on. Ronaldo.
No. Okay, that one I think there's something about the age, his age. You support him because he's sort of your generation also, right?
Correct.
Not so much the country of Portugal per se,
But I mean, it's true. Morocco is the dark horse. I mean, Mexico was very impressive. So still got 2 more weeks to enjoy.
No, last time I would have been, if all the big teams are knocked out,
not
so
fun
boring. But now I'm happy to see that potentially there can be a completely new World Cup winner. I like that. Unless it's the US,
which we will get to, because they just continue to piss off the entire footballing world.
Get to, but since we're talking about generations, right? Today also happens to be Youth Day in Singapore. We're celebrating the youth. And over the weekend, there was also another group that was really celebrating their youth as well, right? Which it became part of the headlines and all. Which is this group?
It is the Young PAP, because they celebrated their 40th anniversary on 4th July. I tried looking up about the history of Young PAP. It was started in 1986. But the exact date, I don't know whether it was 4th July or not. But I mean, been interesting to coincide with the Independence Day of the US as well.
250th Independence Day.
250th Independence Day, where about 800,000 fireworks, I think, were set off across the country by individuals, by people and whatnot. But yeah, they celebrated their YP40 event at Marina Bay Sands at 2 p.m. on 4th July, Saturday. And I mean, apparently like about 1,200 plus people attended.
1,006.
Oh, 1,600.
Yeah, the number's 1,006.
1,600. And there was a keynote by PM Wong. Then there was a speech by the chairman of the Young PAP, which is Alvin Tan, MOS Alvin Tan. Then there was some announcements by the Young PAP Deputy Chairman, Dr. 𝗙cie𝗽𝗶𝗰𝗀, along with some other stuff. I mean, a lot of people have been sharing videos and photos online. I mean, of course, the PAP candidates mainly. But what did you make of this, man?
I mean, congrats to Young PAP for hitting the 40-year milestone, right? Whatever it is, it's a very big milestone for them. But yeah, just looking at the event, it's maybe, I mean, do you have a tinge of FOMO, like when you look at the event? Everyone there is like dressed, dressed white. They're all gathered. They all look so happy. They're all taking selfies with Lawrence Wong. Annette Lee was hosting the event, big star, everything. It looked like almost like a mega church event, right?
Yeah.
So you feel the FOMO now when you see. Because you are no longer part of this group. You can't officially join this Young PAP anymore.
Yeah, cannot. I mean, the only FOMO I felt was like, I just wanted to be there to see what the vibe was like. Just because they all look so excited. And I mean, I think it's very easy in this day and age to think about, young people wanting to, speak up against authority, the incumbent, they want change. To expect this to not have like a lot of energy and almost like who will show up for these kind of things. But a lot of young people showed up, full of passion. And I just would love to be there and just be like a wallflower and listen to the conversations.
But what, for what? Like to mock people or what?
Not mock just observe. Soak in.
Okay, because you go to church, right? But you're not part of the congregation.
There I don't soak in. Okay, there I'm thinking of my own.
Are you always soak? Every week you soak in, right?
I'm soaked up lah.
Your wallflower soaks in every week, man. What are you talking about?
That sponge is like overflowing with stuff already, so I don't need to soak in new stuff. Because this one, I mean, it's always fun to hear what young people think, right? Even in our office, we're always pummeling Tristan and our teammates with questions. Hey, what do you think? What do you think? So this would be like 1,600 people, young people care about Singapore, want to implement change, just to see what they talk about. I think that would be damn interesting.
Okay. But it means you were going with no preconceived notions about the people who are there.
I'll definitely have preconceived notions. So it's too good.
Can you just lay on the table what you think those preconceived notions are?
I mean, preconceived notions like, I would say, the people, I mean, okay, so just to stereotype, like, the people in class, the goody two-shoes, the monitor, the prefects and stuff like that. And I mean, full disclosure, I used to be prefect at one point, monitor at one point and all. But it's that kind of the goody two-shoes.
Can't do anything wrong kind of.
Correct. Whereas all the cool people, shirt tuck out and all, they won't be at this event. So those are my preconceived notions that I would like to actively debunk amongst the few others. But for you, like you didn't feel FOMO?
I mean, whenever you see a group of people come together, and I'm not even just talking about politics, right? Even a community, like a religious community or something, the fact that they're all together, they're all bought into the system, they're all wearing similar clothes and all that. It's like watching a football match, right? It's like being part of a group of rabid supporters and fans, right? And you live for those moments where everyone's going, yes! Like when Lawrence Wong, Majula PAP, you can hear everyone roaring and all. But I'm similar to you. I am curious. I will go in with preconceived notions if I attend an event like that. And then even just down to the basics, like I look at a young person and someone who's dressed in entirely white from head to toe. I'm like, wow, it takes a lot of guts to wear something like that and leave your house, right? Firstly, in Singapore, sweat and, stains when you eat hawker food and all that. It's a real commitment to dress white from head to toe and then attend an event and then tell everyone that you're going to a PAP event. So it tells you that these young people really must be committed to the cause, right? Especially as a young person.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're an uncle who's doing it for business purposes, for networking, or that, I get it, But when you're a young person, you have your choice of wearing any color you want, white, light blue, red, whatever you want. You choose to wear the all white of PAP and go on the streets to Marina Bay Sands and do this. Shows that you must really believe in something.
Yeah, because I mean, you really can't say you're going for anything else.
I mean, it's dinner on Blanc. So, I'm not going to the PAP, but I'm going for dinner on Blanc.
Oh, but I thought that even was a few months ago, this was a dinner on Blanc with my friends. Because you can wear all black,
Yeah.
Like even all blue. No.
Even blue and black pants or whatever. Okay,
Yeah. So that's why I'm curious. There must, amongst the 1,600 people, there must have been at least one or two people who didn't wear full white.
Yeah.
They went there and changed, went for the thing, and then came back. But that's why it's interesting because, I mean, if you think about the elections, the rallies of opposition parties always get so many people. People are there for the vibes. There's a coolness about being, supporting the underdog. So yeah, like what you said, for a young person to put yourself out there, I don't think it's the coolest thing to be supporting the incumbent, but they just own it and go out. I mean, kudos to them. At least they have that conviction. And I mean, we try looking up, okay, what are the benefits you could get if you do grassroots and all these theories about BTO and all. There is something called the MND, what is it? Let me pull it up. It's okay. It is the MND. Oh my God, it is.
I mean, but to clarify also, grassroots is under PA
Yeah,
People's Association, which is by right it is political party agnostic right?
Yeah,
it's
correct.
Politically agnostic.
Yeah.
This is like outright. It's just PAP right?
Yeah.
It's just being a young PAP.
But it's just the theory that I had heard about how or I had seen some chatter online that by volunteering, getting in early, it can help with jobs and BTO applications. The only closest thing is something that you can Google, the Ministry of National Development Grassroots Organization Scheme for Grassroots Leaders. Basically, you can apply for BTO flats and ECs in constituencies where you serve in. And I think you get some kind of perks. You can get free public parking in HDB parking in the places that you volunteer. But I mean, there wasn't enough to make it a clear case that these people are just gaming the system. So that was my main point, that you can't assume that these people are getting in early to further their careers or something, because there doesn't seem like there's that much they can get out of it. So
but again, grassroots is under PA. So you could be volunteering with
for
WP,
opposition,
but still, be working with PA under grassroots.
Yeah. So that's why it's hard to say that these kids are there for a reason other than
the benefits.
They just want to support, which is admirable. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
And then, I mean, Lawrence Wong gave a speech, Alvin Tan gave a speech with the big announcement that we alluded to being the launch of Academy, which was announced by 𝗙cie Harun.
Yeah.
And it's just about capacity building. It's a training academy and a fellowship program.
Yeah.
So the training academy, it would be something like a young leaders program for YP activists with training workshops to serve Singaporeans on the ground. It'll take 20 participants for each 3-month course with sessions held twice a month. And there will be a new fellowship program known as YP 40 Under 40, which will give 40 activists a $5,000 seed grant to run programs supported by senior party leaders and industry experts.
Yeah.
Well, what do you make of that, man?
I mean, it's part of I think it will entrench what the value of the young PAP is to young people. That there are opportunities not only to network. I think the point of the academy is to have events and allow young people to get together and network and meet each other, exchange ideas. But then the other side, that funding that they get for the other, like 40 under 40 or that, it's almost like, it's a way for you to okay, if you want to do something in community and make change that is aligned with the PAP's values, here's money for you to do. And money moves, it pushes for action, right? When there's money involved, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, is it a bad thing? No, but if anything, it will make it even more attractive for young people to want to join them, right?
But I mean, so you think it's effective?
Effective?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think having an event like this is very effective in pulling people in. A lot of young people today, we complain about them not having third spaces or things to do outside of, sitting in a cafe and all that. This is something that they can get behind that doesn't involve religion or anything dubious, right? Yeah? And then now there's a grant for it as well.
But you're thinking just like a third space, like a social kind of thing. This is about the future of Singapore, Terrence.
I mean, yeah, but they did allude to a point that, it's I think Lawrence Wong himself said, right, like the competition is not so much between ourselves, right? The competition is between Singapore and the rest of the world, right? So kind of regardless of where you decide to put your time, whether it's with Young PAP or Workers' Party Youth Wing or something like that, all of it points towards wanting a better Singapore, right? Making a better future for Singapore and making us more competitive versus the world. So will I sit here and criticize the Young PAP's vision of it by itself? No lah. If you want to criticize, must criticize all also lah.
Yeah, true lah. But I mean, you listened to the speeches, you read the transcripts of Alvin Tan's speech.
Yeah.
What do you make of the whole thing?
I was quite surprised. Alvin Tan, like they're quite negative about artificial intelligence, about AI lah. Because everything we've heard from government is shoving out towards AI is the future, everything. Yeah. But he was shying away from all things artificial, and in the end, he even proclaimed at one point, an algorithm cannot organize WP40, which I thought was, I wish that we could see the speech and hear what the response was there, right? Where basically he was saying, AI can do a lot of things, but AI cannot bring people together.
You mean YP40?
YP, sorry. I was like,
huh? I don't think he said that.
And he said, correction, I stand corrected. An algorithm cannot organize YP40, WP40.
Yeah. I was like, was that a doorstop interview
Shots
he gave?
No, sorry. Alvin Tan was basically saying AI cannot bring together like how the volunteers of Young PAP have brought everyone together today. And we've loved to be there to see what the reaction was.
Yeah. I mean, he did post on social media that his voice broke towards the end of his speech. I'm not so sure what he meant by that. But, I mean, looking at his speech where he talked about, against AI, like authenticity, authentic leaders and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, this is going to be like a speculative and all, but when I read the YP website, the website that was spun up to give the highlights of like the YP40, maybe it's just now everything looks like AI, even if it might not be. It felt like there's a lot of AI.
Even the formatting of the text and everything.
The formatting of the text, the M dashes, and like the way it's structured. Then I'm like, oh my God. I mean, you can use it. So that's where it was a bit confusing, because even Lawrence Wong's speech about, how like we shouldn't, the PAP needs diverse voices. You need good people, but you need diverse perspectives, because he's saying people who join us, you don't need to agree with us on every issue. But when I look at the marketing of this event, all the videos that were done in the lead up, people like Bernadette Giam, Dr. Harun, Charlene Chen, the videos they said, it just felt like, wow, it's a bit cringy and I mean, this might be subjective, I know, but I watch it and I'm like, wow, they're just going to attract a very certain type of individual.
Well, what kind of individual are you talking about?
I don't know, I feel like the most effective videos, regardless of be it politics, a product, an event, there needs to be a certain element of, like, for lack of a better word, coolness or something that relates. When I watch the videos and all that, I'm like, it just feels very like scripted. They talk about authenticity, but just felt very, all the buzzwords are there, but it's more of the same. It's more of the same that you've seen through the elections the past few years. And that's why I'm like, how diverse a perspective are they really appealing to?
And I did feel a tinge of that. Like I was like, oh, how diverse is this group of people, right? When I think Lawrence Wong mentioned that Vivian Balakrishnan was in the audience there, this YP event, right? And Vivian Balakrishnan also appeared on social media taking selfies and all. Remember when 𝗂𝗵𝗶𝗀 was a young man? And then he had that debate with 𝘊cie𝗹𝗶𝗆 and was on TV, right? And the way he just sat there and was like
lean back,
was like questioning 𝘊cie𝗹𝗶𝗆 about a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
People, that is the epitome. To me, that was an image of what it means to disagree and put your point across well as well. And I think a lot of people are very impressed by him then, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, when I see the social media of everyone so rah-rah at the event, all that, I'm like,
Doesn't feel real, right?
Yeah, that kind of young 𝗂𝗵𝗶𝗆 kind of attitude, of questioning authority or questioning everything also doesn't feel like it's there,
And then
but it's all subjective,
Yeah,
it's all subjective.
it's all subjective.
Yeah.
Something also that we can't confirm, but there was a video posted on the Young PAP_SG Instagram profile on 26 June that was trying to talk about Young PAP 40 coming soon, the anniversary event. I'm pretty certain it's an AI video lah.
Oh really? Ouch.
I think you look at it, it just feels like the shots in the hawker center, the shots of people picking up litter. Then it feels like, okay, so I would rather you kind of be honest about how you're using AI and authenticity and all. But that's why when you listen to Alvin Tan's speech about authenticity, you mention AI, you mention algorithms. But when it comes to marketing videos for calling out, it looks like an AI video. Again, hard to verify.
Yeah.
I don't think Instagram has gone down the path of forcing AI, like an AI labeling, Gen AI labeling.
Yeah.
And then on the post, its comments on this post have been limited. So it feels like, okay, you want people to share their opinions, but you can't really comment. So then it just feels like, it's just more of the same. There's a lot that is said, but how effective it is, I don't know, man. I can't imagine a very diverse crowd showing up at this event. Which is why I would love to go.
Yeah. I mean, we are bringing our preconceived notions and biases to this as well, right? Because again, the people there, I think in one of the interview shots on the social media, there were people of different abilities also, right?
That's true.
Yeah. So races, a lot of different races,
heights,
different abilities. So you are just judging based on the 15-second video that you see of these people, right?
Yeah, true. So I mean, this is all subjective, speculative, but just I mean, it's an important thing for them to have. 40 years is no short order. It's something to celebrate. But where it goes from here, I know even online people like Michael Teng of WP, he had a post kind of pointing out that while he agreed with a lot of what Lawrence Wong said, one thing he disagreed with was the framing that it's the competition outside Singapore is more important than the competition within Singapore, because in his perspective, having a robust political system where parties compete actively with each other makes for a better Singapore, which I mean I agree with.
Yeah.
I think it's like what 𝗏𝗏 Hansen said last time, right? The role of a good media ecosystem is to question the politicians to kind of clarify or crystallize their own thinking,
Yeah.
So it's true, you get a baptism by fire,
Yeah.
But I mean, 40 years. You know what I was thinking? Maybe what we should do, right? We should go volunteer at opposite parties. Then it'd be really bring 𝗙𝗲𝗏 to life. Yeah. Then we have to flip a coin. Who goes PAP? Who goes opposition?
But you definitely want to go PAP, right?
Why?
I think
you are the PAP dog according to our fans, right? No.
I see the FOMO on your face just now when you were talking. So wistful. I wish I made the cut.
No. I mean the refreshments and all look good, and MBS and all. But yeah, we have to flip a coin,
And I think Ken Boon from Red Dot perspective, he does that,
Yeah, he was quite open about volunteering with all, right?
He's open about volunteering with all sides because he feels like that helps him understand different perspectives from each party as well,
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Like to me, okay, I guess maybe all the grassroots stuff, I feel like, okay, I can get behind that because it's like, I mean, by right, it's agnostic, regardless of your political affiliation.
Yeah.
I can get behind that. But once you go into the party and all that, right, there's a certain Kool-Aid you have to drink. And not just PAP, even Workers' Party. There's a certain Kool-Aid you have to drink, and I'm sure they have their own biases and everything.
No, that's why we both go different. Like we drink the Kool-Aid, and then we come and then we spit out the Kool-Aid into a little punch.
Well, 𝗙cie,
cocktail.
you come here like, hey, sorry, Terrence.
I can't carry on.
I really can't. This 𝗙𝗲 𝗪𝗶 was fun, but yeah, I found my calling already.
Yeah, and then you also, you know what, I'm glad you brought that up because same for me. And then we have to tell Tristan, sorry, you and our rest of our team have to helm the podcast. Get in front of camera. Can, right, Tristan?
Yeah. Or either that or we'll change the name of the podcast to 𝗙𝗲 Den. Where two people just agree and agree and agree. Everything Lawrence Wong says, yes!
𝗙𝗲 Den. Yeah, correct. 𝗙𝗲 Den. That's true.
Feels like some of the podcasts that I see out there these days. Like those very 𝗙𝗲 Den kind of perspective on things. And they're not shy about being 𝗙𝗲 Den.
Yeah, correct.
That's the scary thing.
But forever 𝗙𝗲 as far as we can.
But I mean, the other thing I was thinking also was that the whole 40 under 40 thing. Just reeks of like elitism, right? Because it's so linked to that Forbes 40 under 40 thing, which we know is a pile of hot trash, right? Like a lot of fake stories of people who have made it and all that, and just to make you feel almost like FOMO and all.
Yeah.
So I don't like the whole 40 under 40 thing, but I guess, you know what? It's their 40th anniversary. They have a right to do something.
But even then, the 40 versus 40 is like you're branding something based on something that already kind of lost some cachet. So that's why it feels a bit dated.
Yeah.
40 under 40, I don't think that's very as coveted, like you pointed out, as it was. So I mean, 40 under 40. So that means for this one is the 40th anniversary, but the definition of youth in Singapore, I'm always confused. Sometimes I hear it's 35, sometimes I hear it's 40. Officially it's 35, right?
Now they say 40, right?
But that's the PAP Youth Academy.
Oh, okay.
Right. So 40, then we know some other organizations at 45. I think officially in Singapore, you're considered youth if you're 35.
Yeah, officially.
But Young PAP is below 40.
Yeah. But 35 is the new 25, in this day and age with longer lifespans and everything.
True.
So, I mean, I think below 40 is okay.
True. So that means now I'm 32.
Yeah. No, as in you don't qualify already. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying like if 35 is the new 25, then I'm 32 right now.
Yeah, technically. I mean, as in your mind.
In my mind, body is different.
Yeah, my whoop would be telling me otherwise.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see. This academy, the website is up. You can go check it out. Even though when I try to register for a lot of things, like it tells me the form cannot accept responses right now.
I tried to sign up for the academy. It's a mailing list. As I said, they put you on the mailing list.
Yeah.
I scared later they find out that I'm actually above 40, then they'll like blacklist me or something. So I didn't go forward.
And then the yp40.sg website, the next 40 started here. That kind of tagline.
Yeah.
Feels a bit, 40 years of Young PAP, 1,600 plus in room, 4 thematic tracks, 40 under 40 fellows. But
it's a real machine, right?
It's a machine.
This PAP volunteering thing, it's a machine.
Yeah. Before the next episode of the 𝗙𝗲 podcast, here's a message from Folarin. Now, you and I are getting older. Everyone is, and we know that. But something harder to talk about is that at some point, your friends, family, parents will no longer be around. So if you could capture their stories and memories in a way that your whole family can remember for generations, would you? That's what we do at Folarin. We interview your loved ones about their life stories and favorite memories and turn those conversations into personalized podcasts that your family can listen to whenever you like. All done in as quick as 1 week. For more info, check out folklore.com or click on the link in the description. And now, on to the podcast.
But yeah, speaking of the machine, right? This is another machine that everyone is very focused on that seems to have sputtered and faltered in the last 24 hours. And it's very related to something we spoke about at the start of this podcast.
Yeah. About how the USA-Belgium match up tomorrow morning has now an added layer of tension because over the past 24 hours, FIFA, the governing body of world football, has cleared the US striker, the star striker Folarin Balogun, to play in the match tomorrow against Belgium, despite him having a red card in his last game, which by all conventions means that he's supposed to miss his next game. And the shocking thing is that apparently Trump and his team lobbied FIFA to overturn the ban. So the latest announcement is that under a specific article in the FIFA's constitution, which gives them a bit of veto power without having to justify it, they said the one match ban will now be suspended for 1 year, and it will only kick in if he actually commits a foul of a certain intensity.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, naturally, the Belgium team, the Belgium coach are pissed off because they said even training-wise, they will prepare for it differently because he's the leading scorer for the US. He's got 3 goals.
Yeah.
And the US team has been doing decently well. They are going to play this round of 16 as a knockout thing. So, when you saw this, what came to mind, Terence?
I think we were just commenting recently that we haven't heard much about Trump during this FIFA World Cup.
Yeah.
Right? Like he hasn't had his fingers all over or been appearing at a lot of matches or anything. But yeah, apparently behind the scenes he's been pulling strings, and now he's done something that quite clearly has angered a lot of people. I liked it that the Belgium, the FA, they said they're going to defend football because it almost feels like now it's like USA versus the world for this. But I mean, just going back earlier to something you said, like, why are you against the US winning the World Cup or doing well in this World Cup?
I think generally the administration is annoying.
Okay, so it's just politics that's driving you.
But also the way the commentators, or maybe just a few commentators, 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗪, that he's a pundit, and a lot of American commentators, the way they talk about the US team, and the way I see people even on X talking about the US team and football is very annoying. So for example, I saw this one guy who has a pretty decent following. He's a serial entrepreneur, 𝗙𝗵𝗄 on X, saying that if only the black culture embraced football instead of basketball or American football, we would easily win 3 to 4 World Cups in a row. Then that sort of mindset, I'm like, let's not kid ourselves, okay? So I the feeling that it's almost like, okay, football is a world sport. You all have no idea how much craft and skill and legacy there are in other countries. And the fact of the matter is, the US is not a powerhouse in men's football. But the way the media kind of frames it is that they are. And I can't stand that.
Yeah. And how, like, in the other sports that the US are very good at, like basketball or what, like the baseball and everything, for their domestic league, when they win the basketball domestic league, they call themselves world champions. NBA world champions.
NBA
like,
world champions.
What do you mean world champions? And I think everyone else in the rest of the world has grown up with this, being baffled by this thing. I think Noah Lau, there was a sprinter also who called it out, right? Like, how can a local domestic league champion call itself the world champion? But that's the thing about the US, right? The athletes are very, the best and the world class as well. But until you win the competition that is a world competition, you can't really call yourself world champion. Right?
Yeah, and I remember growing up, because I used to watch normal basketball when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I remember growing up thinking, wow, the US is really the world champions. But as you get older, you hear them play against countries like Cuba or France, and sometimes they lose.
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh shit, other countries are good in basketball.
Yeah.
So it affects your psyche. And I'm not even living in the US. If you're in the US, you grow up with the psyche, and that kind of like showcases how they think the world revolves around them.
I think, I can't remember, but I think the last 5 or 6 MVPs every season for the NBA has been non-American. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, for very long already. Yeah. So the world there's a whole world out there, basically.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to tell the US. And for me also, I think back when I was in the US and all, I remember having long arguments with at least 1 or 2 people about the use of the word soccer versus football, right? And I was just insisting that, when we play football, we wear football boots. And then they're like, what the hell are you talking about? They're soccer cleats. And I had this like super long argument with somebody about like the use of the word boots and cleats and football and soccer. Because I would, in Singapore, we interchangeably say football and sometimes soccer, right? So I would say, sometimes we call it soccer boots as well. Then they're like, what? That's the dumbest thing I heard. Nobody says soccer boots. We say soccer cleats. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. No. But anyway, it's just a very... American-centric view of the world when it comes to sports. It's very a bit annoying, and we are seeing it this World Cup as well. And unfortunately, we're seeing the politics in America bleeding into the World Cup a little bit.
Because like what you said, until now, okay, the media and certain commentators are annoying, but generally the competition seem unaffected by it. But in this case, literally Trump posted on Truth Social that he's happy FIFA made the right decision. I mean, certain articles on the Athletic and New York Times kind of said that right from the time the individual Balogun got the red card, there was a whole team of people who highlighted it to Trump and were working on appealing. And I mean, I think generally, if you hear commentary about it, it seemed like it was quite a harsh red card because it seemed like it was unintentional. But a red card after VAR check is a red card. And there was supposed to be a one-match ban. And I mean, when I was thinking, well, has this happened before? In some way, it has. I think in the 1962 World Cup, the Brazil star attacker 𝗙cie𝗹𝗶𝗃 was allowed to play in the year's final only after the intervention of the Brazilian government. He had been sent off in the semi-final, and a lot of the Brazilian politicians petitioned FIFA to play. But what I believe that at that point in time, it wasn't anchored in any rule saying that if you receive a red card, you are immediately missing the next match. For Cristiano Ronaldo, he got sent off in the penultimate qualifier for the World Cup. And because it was an elbow, after review, it got moved from a one-match to a three-match ban. So he missed the first game after that. But then the next game would mean he would miss the first two games in the World Cup. And through appeal, where it seemed like it was a lengthy process, and also the fact that he had never received a red card in his 225 previous international games, it was suspended. And he was allowed to play. I wasn't actually aware of that. But it still felt like there was justification given. In this case, you hear people like Marco Rubio say at the time of the red card, oh, you know, we've been screwed over by the red card. And you hear Trump call. And the head of FIFA, Infantino, he sucks up to Trump a lot. I think he was there when they created the FIFA
the Peace Prize.
Right? So you look at it, you're like, I don't know. Like, have you found anyone arguing for why this is a good thing?
I mean, there are some commentators who are saying the original red card itself was an injustice. And they point to the fact that Balogun wasn't even trying to like really tackle the guy. He was just trying to get his balance. I mean, they're jostling for a ball, but he was just trying to get his balance, and where he put his foot down happened to be on the person's ankle, right? On his opponent's ankle. And that the red card itself was an injustice. So if anything, this injustice, this intervention by US politicians, this injustice to the football world cures the injustice from that match itself, right? What do you think? Do you think football wins in this case? Like the fact that a star player is allowed to play on the biggest stage of them all because the decision made initially was wrong, and this intervention has sort of corrected that wrong.
I mean, I can imagine anytime there's a red card, the football associations of the said country will always appeal. That one I think is fine. But I think if you appeal and then it's overturned, there needs to be adequate justification. And I don't think there's anything. They just quote the Article 27, I believe, that says that, it can, at the discretion, just be overturned. Because like what you said, the unintentional stomping on an opponent's foot actually happened to Messi also. And he did not receive a yellow card or red card. And it happened in this World Cup. So if you want to justify it that way, I can sort of, understand a bit more. But this one, especially the day before a knockout game, it feels a bit dodgy.
But I mean, let's say it was Ronaldo that got a red card and he's going to miss the next game, right? Would you be happy if like the Portugal, managed to influence FIFA to rescind or at least suspend that punishment?
Actually, I wouldn't. As much as I'm a Ronaldo fanboy, I think this World Cup is bringing out the fanboy in me. Because even if he can play, and even if he scores, it feels like it's a dirty goal. And that's where I feel like, I mean, players like him, and not just him, there are so many legends playing in this tournament. The thing that I hope most for all of them is that they leave football with a legacy intact. And if he were to do that, as much as, even if he scores a hat-trick, I'll feel like, oh shit, you cannot be happy about it. And I think the sanctity of football must be protected. So in this case, it's fucking just gross.
And I think it's important to separate what happens on the field from what happens off the field, right? Like, and trying to say that, because an injustice was done on field, that means an injustice done off field is justified. I think that's where it really ruins the game for me. Because to me, even if when people complain that a referee sucked and everything, right? I always feel like, yes, the referee sucked and certain decisions may not have gone your way, but it was the same referee for both sides for that match, right? So whatever conditions you played under, the other team also played under. Of course, unless the referee is bribed or something, but whatever it is, whatever happens on the field stays on the field. So the referee decides that was a red card on the field and the VAR backs it up. It is what it is, right? But then outside the process, the appeals and all that, that should be a whole separate process that you should not use to justify or try to correct what happened on the field. I think that's the beauty and also the curse of football. And maybe that's something that Americans can't grapple with, because in their sports, there's a lot of stoppages, there's a lot of referee reviews, there's a lot, like 0.4 seconds, they can call a timeout and things like that. They allow a lot of these interventions to happen that feel almost like it becomes part of the game. And it unfortunately, in more recent years, it feels like it's ruined certain games like basketball. Basketball is almost, to me, is quite unwatchable when someone like 𝗙cie from Oklahoma City plays, because he baits fouls like nothing, and he uses the system against the game. In football, yes, there are people who use the system against the game, but it's still for the most part, most people still play it as how it was played like 60 years ago or 50 years ago.
Yeah. And I mean, even if you disagree with something, the most recent thing was the Portugal-Croatia game, right?
Yeah.
The last minute goal that Croatia scored that was disallowed. I think it's still got people saying it's still bullshit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as much as it sucks for the country, that's what makes football so beautiful. You can appeal and all, but if a decision is made, you have to stick with it.
Yeah.
So in this case, and I mean, when you read like the New York Times, apparently they say people like Scott Goodwin, a hedge fund manager and major donor to US soccer, brought to the attention of Trump officials public accusations that Rafael Klaus, the referee, was involved in match fixing in Brazil by giving out irregular red cards. So apparently, Brazilian authorities, FIFA, found no wrongdoing done, but it's just the same shit that you hear about the US having this army of people to just go and just bend the rules. And that's what is damn annoying. And I wasn't initially planning to watch the game tomorrow because I'm going to watch the 3 a.m. game. But now I'm like, fuck it, we have to watch this game.
Hate watch.
Hate watch, yeah, exactly.
But then, okay, I mean, you're just a player on the US team. Well, why are you, as a neutral or fan, why are you holding it against the players? They're just playing with whatever the system is, right?
Yeah.
And now they've been given they've been given a reprieve, right? And why are you still angry with them? Why don't you just...
I'm not angry at the players. The players, I mean, the players, at the end of the day, they're not making the decisions, right?
Yeah.
So our players are okay.
But you say that if Balogun scores, it's a dirty goal and all that. Like, why? If he plays, then...
No, it's not saying he's a dirty player, lah. The goal is dirty.
The team is dirty.
No, the goal is dirty. Like, I wouldn't say he's a player. At the end of the day, if he's told he can play, of course, play lah. But I would say, like, let's say, I find like someone is knocked out getting too drunk after the thing, and I see $200 out of his pocket, and the wind fly. Okay, that's a horrible analogy. All I'm saying is the goal can be dirty.
Yeah.
But if it's the player just doing his job, then I think it's okay. It's just the whole thing feels a bit tainted.
Yeah. So can't you just limit your anger to FIFA and Trump, and then just let USA and Belgian players just play the game as best as they can with the 11 people?
But the US football team, the team represents the country, So I'm like, if I don't want the country to gloat, then the team has to lose. Sorry, players.
For me, what I don't like about this is that this red card literally happened in the tournament itself.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of makes a farce of all the other red cards that happened in the tournament where other people had to be suspended already.
And there have been 11 red cards so far.
Yeah, it have been quite a number. So how come those didn't get rescinded, right? Or suspended? That's the thing. I like, let the tournament just play itself out, right? Don't hurt the tournament. That's why if Ronaldo was given a suspension outside the tournament so that he can play in the tournament, I'm okay, then everyone knows he's playing this tournament, then they just play,
Yeah.
But this one's like, from one match to another, suddenly
it's so fast, right? Yeah. So fast. Apparently, Trump called Infantino 3 times.
Yeah.
So it feels like, hey, you got a war. Like, how many wars to settle? So, actually, that's a very important point. It got overturned so fast within the same tournament before one of the host countries is playing a knockout game.
Yeah.
So it just feels like, hey, come on lah, what the hell, man? It's bullshit lah. It's absolute bullshit. It's disgusting. So go Team Belgium.
Yeah, because this year also some of the red cards given have been for players covering their mouth when talking to another player.
Correct.
You want to say the ultimate damage, like which one's more damaging, like a tackle that mangles someone else's ankle, or just someone saying something with a hand over his mouth, right?
Yeah.
You could make an argument that, that's much less serious. It's not violent conduct and all that, and you should suspend the red card. So it just opens up a can of worms for everyone else in the tournament, especially in such a late stage as well.
Yeah. I mean, another thing that just triggered me is the way the US media commentators cover the game. New York Times, Mr. Balogun was ejected midway. He was not ejected, okay? He was sent off.
Yeah,
all right? He was sent off. You don't do a repress and win the ball.
Yeah.
Okay?
Soccer cleats, Harish. Soccer cleats.
God, when I hear them say, it's what was the extra time? What's the other term for it?
Overtime.
Overtime. Oh my God. It's not overtime. It's stoppage time and extra time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But this bullshit. So go Team Belgium.
Yeah. The whole let's defend football.
Defend football.
The whole world is with you.
Correct. Defend football. But yeah. Cool. What is your One Shiok comment?
Okay.
Yeah.
I got one. Our last episode, we talked about LTA flip-flopping on the circle line signs, right? All these changing the circle line signs. They haven't flopped back, but they changed them. They unveiled once and then changed it quite quickly. 𝗍𝗵𝗶 2427 stated on YouTube, one reason why I have not subscribed to 𝗙𝗲 is because all you do is narration of things without diagrams. Like this episode when you talk about the circle line signage, it is all description by words and no diagrams. I have no idea what you're talking about. If viewers know what you're talking about, it means they have been on the circle line. People who seldom travel on the circle line, narration of things without diagrams is not helpful at all. Hope you'll make improvements and so increase your subscription rate. Harish,
How did it start again?
This is one reason why they've not subscribed to 𝗙𝗲 is because we don't provide visuals alongside the stuff that we talk about when we describe it. Harish, you want to take this question?
No lah. I mean, it's your One Shiok comment. You answer lah.
No, I mean, this is an audio medium lah. This podcast, those who have been with us for the longest time, we started, it was audio only at one point. I think visuals, the video side of things came a bit later, but a lot of it we try to acknowledge that there are people who just only listen to us as well, right? And we're not trying to do like a YouTube video essay or anything. It's really a conversation within people. When you talk to people outside, you don't always have like a diagram floating next to your head or something like that when you're talking to people either, right? You try and describe to them what it is, and if they don't get it, you ask them, use your phone and go and check lah.
Yeah.
I would say that's what we do here as well. We talk about it. If you want to see it, please go and check it out yourself on your phone as well. But yeah, we are meant to be an audio first medium lah, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think and also the fact is, I mean, one thing that we try to do on our podcast is cover news almost as they happen, so that you can wrap your heads around the news, like just together with us as we wrap our head around it. So anytime you want to add visuals and stuff, it will just delay the post-production process. Which means that the videos can't come out as quickly. So it's something that we always debate. How much do we want to focus add to post-production, because it will just delay the release time. So I hope you can still subscribe. Maybe we need to do better on our oral explanations. Like say, imagine, you're staring at a circle and you're... So, I mean, we try to do that. If that's the feedback, I can understand that.
Yeah, I think we try to. If not, watch YouTube also.
But you read it like in such an angry tone. Did it feel angry as you were reading it?
I mean, the fact that they say that that's the reason they don't subscribe to you or us is telling us that they can subscribe. Subscribing is just literally...
What does it mean they're angry? They can be like, hi Harish, hi Terence. I haven't subscribed, but I just want to
It didn't start with hi Harish, hi Terence. It's just one reason I've not subscribed. That kind of thing.
Could be one reason I've not subscribed, Terence.
I read it with a lot of anger. I brought my preconceived notions. I brought my preconceived notions to this party. But yeah, that was my
One Shiok comment is something that, I mean, in some way related to what we just spoke about, but builds on it, is from 𝗙𝗪11 on the Reddit. post of our most recent episode. Hello guys, love that you guys are covering the World Cup. It's one of the greatest sporting competitions and deserves some face time. The football has been great and some extraordinary results and upsets. However, I do feel we need to remember the off-field issues that have tainted the World Cup, like Iran's treatment having to come to base camp outside the US, visas revoked for fans and teams, including for Africa's top referee, price exploitation, 4 to 5 hour airport screening for African and Middle Eastern teams versus minutes for European teams. So, yeah, I think it's something that we haven't spoken about a lot. I think we've been coming from the lens of what we see as consumers. But for the topics that this person highlighted, yeah, it does also point to the US and the politics around it, which has tainted the World Cup. And it has been one side of it that is not good. I think to Qatar's credit, when they hosted it, there was all this talk beforehand. But during the competition, I think generally people said the experience was great, teams and players. So in this case, the US and their shenanigans, another reason why Belgium should beat the US. But yeah, okay, cool. That's for the One Shiok comments. What about your One Shiok thing, man?
My One Shiok thing is sports related, but it's not football. I mean, quite sad that there are no Asian teams left at the World Cup after elimination of Australia. But there's an Asian, in fact, a Southeast Asian who has been flying the flag high for her country and for Asians at another competition. It's at Wimbledon, this year's Wimbledon, which is ongoing. The Filipino player, 𝗙takse 𝗍𝗍, just recently had a huge upset win over last year's champion, 𝗙cie 𝗶𝗶𝗀. And I think this was the third round of the ladies matches at Wimbledon. And it was just really cool because I've seen photos of 𝗙takse 𝗍𝗍 she actually trained at Rafael Nadal's academy. And I think when she got her certificate of graduation, it was 𝗙cie 𝗶𝗀 who presented it to her. And now she's beaten the master herself and, the defending champ and progressed to the next round. And she's like 21 years old, really young. And when she, they do the on-court interview after the game, she has a full-on Filipino accent and everything. And she's just very, very, very happy that, someone from like her, who dreamed about this in the Philippines with her grandmother and all has finally come to make it here. So, we're very, very touching to watch her win and dedicate it to her family and all.
Wait, just one thing, I just realized Wimbledon is on.
Yeah, it's on.
What the?
You're completely you don't see it, your blinders are on.
Oh my God. Not only is the World Cup happening, but there was another fully white clothed event over the weekend at Wimbledon.
It wasn't 𝗍𝗶𝗶.
Everything.
It was a Young PAP event.
Everything is like, whoa, Wimbledon just started. Oh my God.
Already 1 week already. Now we're entering the second week already.
And all the favorites are there for the guys, for the women.
No, the men, 𝗙𝗻 is he withdrew for injury.
Why? Injury
since the French Open.
Djokovic?
He's still in. Yeah, still in.
Oh my
there's
God.
There's a bit of a fairy tale run now amongst the men. Grigor Dimitrov, a 35-year-old player. He's made it into the second week as well. So 35 years old, having a maiden run. Very, very golden run at this Wimbledon.
Oh my God.
If you're a bit sick of bitching about football, you can check out Wimbledon as well.
Still got a lot left in the tank.
Support the Asians.
But now I have to watch Wimbledon highlights also.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, mine is a tech gadget kind of thing that was announced. It's called the Mark II. So I had never heard of this company before, but the Mark II, essentially what it is a bookmark that has an attached scanner that you can highlight stuff on your book and then it uploads it to the cloud and processes it for you. You can add audio notes and all.
Oh, nice.
So, of course, there's AI and all, but what I like about it is still anchored in doing something tactile and traditional, reading a book. It's not trying to digitize it. It's not turning it into audio. It is a literal bookmark with a little highlighter kind of scanner. They had a video released 1 month ago talking about it. And almost 1 million views. I think it's just very cool. And now you think about it, bookmarks, the bookmark has stayed the same for how many decades really? This is a piece of paper or cardboard or something. This one is trying to digitize something but still anchor it in something traditional. It's quite cool.
Wait, so what's the point of uploading it to the cloud?
No, so okay, sometimes when you read a book, I've been through phases I'm like, hey, this quote is damn good. I want to highlight it and I'll make a note. Then last time I would type it out, copy it into my note. This one kind of helps you take notes of the book, all centralized. Then you can add a voice note and it transcribes that. Okay. So I think it is pretty cool.
Why don't you just use your phone, take a picture?
I've done that before, but it's not organized, Terrence. Then it'll be in the photo library.
Yeah, you have to read through and everything.
Yeah, so this one is quite cool. So you have all these books, the notes, and again, it's like it requires you to actually read a book.
Yeah.
So that is pretty damn cool.
It's cool. What's it called?
Mark 2.
MACH.
Yeah.
2.
Okay. MARK.
Okay.
Even though one of the most liked comments on the YouTube video is, can't wait for the reviews from the 12 people that buy this. I think maybe people will be like, but who still reads books anymore? Yeah. Solving a problem that doesn't exist. Oh, shit. Yeah. But it's cool. Maybe we need more of these kind of things that are tactile and not everything digital.
True. I agree.
But cool, man. Awesome.
Start of another week, exciting week of football, and I mean there'll be Parliament sitting this week.
That's true. Wow, what a week, man! What a week. But yeah, cool, man. Thanks for listening, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you all soon.
Before you go, we need your help. You probably know that most news outlets only cover one side, and it's dividing all of us. But we refuse to do that because every episode, we try to understand both sides of important global news, and especially the unpopular side. But it's not easy. We're a small team up against big media and big tech algorithms. So I'm asking for a favor. If you're not subscribed yet, it'll mean a lot to us if you could hit subscribe here, because that one click will really help us continue improving our episodes while keeping them free for you. Thank you so much.